Hi, Matt here from e-cigadvanced.com, and here today to review a mod called the Provari. This is a variable voltage tube mod. It has a lot of features to it, and it can get pretty technical. We're just going to kind of hit the highlights with this one. This comes as a mod that can either take an 18490 battery, or with an extension cap can take an 18650 battery. And there's the extension cap. It has a range from 3.3 volts all the way to 6 volts, and it uses a boost circuit to accomplish that using one 3.7 volt battery. As a result of that, it has a 2-point amp limit cutoff. And what does that mean for us? What that means is those of us who like to vape on a 1.5 ohm resistance dual coil in a tank aren't going to go much above 4 volts with a Provari using one of these, just because it can't drive it. And what it does is it will give you an error message. So you have to stick more toward your standard resistance single coil cartomizers in the 2.6 to 3.3 range. All right, so what comes with it? You can order a kit from ProVape that comes with a satin Provari, standard end cap, 2 18490 batteries, a charger, 5 cartomizers, and a drip tip for $211. There are other options available as well. You can get different finishes. You can get an extension cap. You can get bigger batteries. You can get atomizers. You can get more drip tips. You can get a different charger. They have a lot of different things, and they have kind of an a la carte system. For the purpose of this review, we're just going to talk about the kit and how it comes. The kit, the packaging, you get a box from USPS, flat rate small box, and you open it up and you get your device, and everything else is just wrapped in bubble wrap. There's no fancy packaging or anything like that, but it comes well packed and ready to use. I want to go over the menu system of this device real quick. There's a solitary button, and you have to press that multiple times to access different functions in the menu. If you press it 5 times, you get power up, and you can change the voltage up or down, up all the way to 6 volts. Press the button 7 times, you get power down, and you can press it down in 1.1 volt increments until you reach your desired voltage. Press the button 9 times, you get power off. Press it 11 times, you get the remaining battery life. Press it 13 times, you get your atomizer ohms, which there isn't one attached at this time, so it's not going to register anything. Press it 15 times, and you can turn this LED on, off, or dim. And those are the menu options. About 5 minutes with this, you learn the system, and it's really easy to use. I've noticed that once you find the right combination for your juice and atomizer or cartomizer that you're using, pretty much once you set it, you're not going to fiddle with it anymore. And you're pretty much going to leave it there. And the benefits to this device then not only become the variable voltage, but the regulated voltage. I'll also show you the machining of the end cap, the 510 native connection, the machining of the bottom cap, and that is the device. I also wanted to show you what happens when you place a 1.5 ohm resistance dual coil device or a cartomizer on the Provari. And I think we have this set at, well, it's showing an E1. So that means that this device will not fire on this because the voltage is set too high. So what we need to do, go to power down, and it was set at 5 volts. And using Ohm's law, I know the most I can get out of this is 4 volts. And now it fires. So if you like dual coil cartomizers, especially the low resistance ones, this might not be a device that works well for you, because the highest voltage you're going to be able to get out of it is 4 volts. We're going to see how it vapes. I'm going to attach a standard resistance cartomizer in a tank, and we're going to set it. I'm going to set this at 4.5 volts, a good happy medium between the extremes, and see how it vapes. Very good. The advantages of this device versus some of the other devices, besides being variable voltage, is the fact that it's regulated voltage. It has a circuit in here that measures the resistance of your atomizer or cartomizer, whatever you put on it, and it will adjust your voltage, whether it's, it's a 3 ohm or a 2.5 ohm or a 4 ohm, and it will continuously maintain your voltage at what you set it at, whether it's loaded or unloaded. All right, what this does is it will regulate your voltage between unloaded, which is what you set it at, and loaded, which is what you're actually vaping. So if I set it to 4.5 volts, and that's what it reads on the screen, what I'm vaping is a true 4.5 volt, and they call it their AccuSet technology. And I have tested this using a voltage tester, a voltmeter, and that is an accurate statement. It does hold its voltage. So the Provari is actually made of stainless steel, unlike many other mods that are made out of plastic or aluminum. So it's very heavy. Initially, I was kind of shocked by that. It's also quite large. After a while, though, you do get used to that, and actually it's kind of comforting knowing this is pretty solidly built. I have actually had this for quite some time. It's been dropped, it's been rolled across the floor. The only thing that's ever broken on it was a cartomizer that was attached to it. The machining is extremely top-notch. The threads are nice and quiet, very tight. The 510 connection is very well machined. There's a nice little drip well. If you happen to drip, it does have a nice little drip well for you. I like this thing. It is very stout. I know it can handle abuse. It is kind of expensive. But to me, I would rather buy one mod that's more expensive that I know will last a long time than several mods that aren't as well built that I may break and have to replace. That is a decision you have to make for yourself. But for me, I know that this I've had for almost a year, and I will probably have this for many more to come. Overall, I give the Provari a 5 out of 5. It's an excellent value. It is more expensive, but it will last a long time, and it does what it says. For more information on e-cig mods and other units, please check out e-cigadvanced.com and check out our forum at e-cigadvanced.com forums, and I'll catch you next time.